This is Max and Mia Podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Max and Mia Podcast.
Hi there, I'm Mia, and as always, I'm here with my co-host, Max. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We really appreciate all of you listeners out there.
Absolutely. Whether you're listening during your morning coffee, on your way to work, or just relaxing at home, we're happy you chose to spend some time with us.
Today, we have something a bit different and exciting for you. We know that sometimes English can be tricky, especially when words sound very similar but have completely different meanings.
That's right. You know those moments when you hear someone speaking and you think, wait, did they say look or luck? Or maybe, were they talking about where or were?
Exactly. So today, we're focusing on training your ears. We've prepared 2 natural conversations for you. And here's the challenge. Try not to rely too much on the subtitles this time.
Don't worry, though. Even if some words sound the same to you, the context will help you understand which word we're actually using. That's a super important skill in real English conversations.
Are you ready to challenge your listening skills? Let's dive into our first conversation.
Hey, Sarah, you look amazing today. Did you buy that new dress you were talking about?
Thanks. Yeah, I got it yesterday. I was walking by the mall and couldn't resist. But look at you. You seem so happy. Any good luck with that job interview?
Oh man, you won't believe it. They offered me the position. I'm still trying to process it all. I mean, I've been waiting for this opportunity for months.
No way! That's absolutely fantastic. Where were you when they called? I bet you were jumping with joy.
I was at the beach, actually. I almost didn't answer because there was so much noise from the waves. Good thing I did. The timing was perfect.
The beach? In this hot weather? You're completely crazy. I would rather sit in my air-conditioned room than walk around in this heat. How did you survive out there?
Hey, don't whine about the heat. It was actually perfect. I found a nice seat under a big tree and just relaxed for 3 hours. Sometimes you need to disconnect, you know?
3 hours? Wow, I can never sit still for more than an hour. Our generation is always moving, always busy, isn't it? There's no peace anymore.
True, but sometimes you need that peace and quiet, you know? Just you and the world around you. No work emails, no stress, no deadlines. It's like a different world out there.
I totally get it. So when do you start? And where is their office located? Please tell me it's not too far from your place.
Next Monday. It's downtown, about 4 blocks from the Central Park. The building is far from my apartment, but they're going to provide a company car. Can you believe that?
A company car? That's even better than I thought. You won't have to pull money from your savings for transportation. That's such a relief, right?
Exactly. And get this. They have a pool on the rooftop. An actual pool. I couldn't believe my eyes when they showed me around.
A pool? Now I'm seriously jealous. My office doesn't even have good coffee. They're so cheap, they buy the worst coffee in the world. It tastes terrible.
Well, you should look for a new job too. With your skills and experience, you'd fit perfectly in many companies. Why settle for this?
Maybe you're right. I've been thinking about it lately. My feet are getting tired of walking up those stairs every day. Our elevator has been broken for 2 months now.
2 months? That's absolutely terrible. How many floors do you have to climb every single morning?
4 floors, and I have to carry all my work materials, my laptop, files, everything. By the time I reach my desk, I'm already completely exhausted. It's ridiculous.
That sounds awful. You should definitely start looking. There are so many opportunities out there, especially in your field.
I know. I just hate the whole process. Writing cover letters, preparing for interviews, researching companies. It's all so stressful and time-consuming.
I understand completely, but think about it this way. Would you rather live with the stress of job hunting for a few weeks or continue being unhappy at work for months?
You're absolutely right. I can't leave things as they are. Change is never easy, but sometimes it's necessary. I need to stop making excuses.
Exactly. And hey, if you need any help with your resume or practicing interviews, just let me know. We're friends. That's what we're here for, right?
Thanks, Jake. You're honestly the best. Actually, speaking of change, did I tell you I cut my hair last week? It was quite a dramatic change.
You did. I thought something was different. It looks fantastic on you. Much better than that old style you had before.
Thanks. My cat wasn't so sure about it at first. She kept staring at me like I was a complete stranger. Animals are so funny like that.
Animals are hilarious like that. They notice everything. My neighbor's sheep do the same thing when he changes his hat or wears different clothes.
Your neighbor has sheep in the city? That's so unusual.
No, he lives on a small farm outside town. I visit him sometimes on weekends. It's incredibly peaceful there, like stepping into another world.
That sounds absolutely lovely. Maybe we should plan a trip there sometime. I could really use a break from city life and all this chaos.
Absolutely. I'll ask him if we can visit next weekend. You'll love it there. Fresh air, open spaces, no traffic noise. It's amazing.
Perfect. I'm already looking forward to it. Thanks for being such an incredible friend, Jake. I really appreciate everything.
Anytime, Sarah. That's what true friends are for, supporting each other through everything.
All right, everyone, how did that go? Were you able to catch all the tricky words? Let's break down what we just heard.
I hope you enjoyed that conversation between Jake and Sarah. It was such a natural, friendly chat, wasn't it? Now, let's talk about those sound-alike words that appeared.
The first one I noticed was right at the beginning. Sarah said, "You look amazing," and then asked about Jake's luck with the interview. Did you catch both? Look, L-O-O-K, means to see with your eyes, while luck, L-U-C-K, means good fortune.
Great example. And speaking of seeing, Jake mentioned he couldn't believe my eyes when talking about the pool. The context really helps us understand which word is being used, right?
Absolutely. Then we had where and were, classic confusion. Sarah asked, "Where were you when they called?" The first where asks about location, while were is the past tense of be.
Oh, and did you notice the beach reference? Sometimes people worry about confusing it with another word, but in context, it's always clear when someone's talking about the sandy place by the ocean.
Good point. Now, let's talk about sit versus seat. Jake found a nice seat under a tree. Then Sarah said she would rather sit in her room. A seat is the noun, the actual chair or place to sit. Sit is the verb, the action of sitting down.
Exactly. And what about tree and 3? Jake relaxed under a big tree for 3 hours. The context makes it super clear. You can't sit under a number, right?
Haha, right. Another tricky pair was hour and hour. Sarah said our generation, and then more than an hour. Hour shows possession. It belongs to us. Hour is 60 minutes of time.
And let's not forget peace versus peace. Jake was looking for some peace and quiet. He wasn't looking for a piece of something. He wanted calm and tranquility.
Great catch. Then we had work and walk. Jake mentioned no work emails, and Sarah talked about having to walk up those stairs. The contexts are completely different. One's about your job, the other's about moving on foot.
Oh, and world appeared a few times. Jake said it's like a different world, and Sarah's office has the worst coffee in the world. We're talking about the planet or a particular environment, not a single word.
Exactly. Now here's an interesting one. Far versus for. Jake said the office is far from my apartment, and Sarah has to climb 4 floors. distance versus the number 4. We also heard fit. Sarah said Jake would fit perfectly in many companies. This means he would be suitable or match well, not about physical fitness or his feet.
And did you catch cut versus cat? Sarah cut her hair and mentioned her cat wasn't sure about it. One's in action with scissors, the other's a furry pet.
Last but not least, sheep and ship. Jake's neighbor has sheep on his farm. We're talking about those fluffy farm animals, not a boat sailing the ocean.
The key takeaway here is context, everyone. Even if 2 words sound identical to your ears, the situation and surrounding words will almost always tell you which one is being used.
Absolutely. Don't worry if you couldn't distinguish every single word by sound alone. Native speakers use context clues all the time, too.
That's right. Keep practicing, and your ear will get better and better at catching these differences. Ready for our second conversation?
Awesome. Let's listen to the second conversation now.
Lisa, over here. I've been waiting for you by the entrance.
Sorry I'm late. I had to brake suddenly on my way here. Some guy ran a red light. Traffic was absolutely insane.
Oh, no. I'm just glad you didn't break anything. Are you okay? That sounds really scary.
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Just a bit shaken up. But hey, I'm here now and ready for our shopping adventure. By the way, where should we start first?
Well, I was thinking we could check out that new department store. I heard they have amazing prices and their selection is much better than the old mall downtown.
Perfect. I really need to find some new clothes for my vacation. Oh, and I desperately need a new hat, too. Mine got completely ruined yesterday in that crazy rainstorm.
A hat? But it's so hot today. Are you sure you want to try on hats in this weather? You'll be sweating like crazy.
I know, but I need it for my trip. I'm going somewhere really sunny, and I don't want my skin to get burned. Prevention is better than regret, right?
That's actually really smart thinking. Okay, so we're looking for vacation clothes and a sun hat. Anything else on your list?
Well, I definitely need a new swimsuit. Something that will fit me perfectly. Not too tight, not too loose. You know how tricky swimsuit shopping can be.
Oh, absolutely. Finding the right fit is so important, especially for swimwear. And speaking of fitting, I hope we can find comfortable shoes, too. My feet are already starting to hurt in these heels.
Why did you wear heels for a shopping trip? That's like preparing to lose the battle before it even starts.
I know. I wasn't thinking clearly this morning. I just grabbed the first shoes I saw. Big mistake. But enough about my poor choices. Let's focus on finding you the perfect vacation wardrobe. Sounds like a plan. Oh, look! There's a really cute summer dress in that window display. Do you think that style would look good on me? Are you kidding? That would look absolutely stunning on you. The color is perfect for your skin tone. We should definitely check it out.
You really think so? I always have trouble judging what looks good on me. That's why I love shopping with you. You have such great taste.
Aw, thanks. But honestly, you have great instincts. You just need to trust yourself more. Come on, let's go inside and take a closer look at that dress.
Okay. And while we're in there, can we look for that hat I mentioned? I'm thinking something with a wide brim, for maximum sun protection.
Absolutely. I love how practical you are. Most people just think about looking good, but you're thinking about functionality too. That's really smart.
Well, there's no point in looking good if I'm going to be miserable or get sunburned, right? Comfort and protection are just as important as style.
Exactly. Oh, and we should definitely check out their shoe section too. I need to find something more comfortable than these torture devices I'm wearing.
Poor Emma. Your feet must be killing you by now. But hey, at least you'll appreciate comfortable shoes so much more after this experience.
That's true. Sometimes you need to suffer a little to really appreciate the good things in life. Okay, here we are. Let's see what treasures we can find inside.
I'm so excited! I love the feeling of finding the perfect outfit. It's like solving a puzzle. Everything has to fit together perfectly.
I know exactly what you mean. And the best part is when you find something that makes you feel confident and beautiful. That feeling is priceless.
Absolutely. Plus, good quality clothes last so much longer than cheap ones. It's better to invest in fewer pieces that you truly love.
You're so wise. I used to buy tons of cheap clothes, but now I prefer to save up for better quality items. They look better and feel better too.
Exactly. And they don't fall apart after a few washes. I learned that lesson the hard way when I was younger.
We all did, but that's how we learn, right? Through experience and sometimes making mistakes. The important thing is that we get smarter about our choices.
So true. Okay, I can see the dress section from here. Are you ready to start our mission?
I'm ready. Let's find you the most amazing vacation wardrobe ever. This is going to be so much fun.
What a lovely flowing conversation between Emma and Lisa. They're such good friends, and you could really feel their natural chemistry. Now let's break down those tricky sound-alike words.
Absolutely. Right from the start, we heard a perfect example with break versus break. Lisa had to brake suddenly in her car, but Emma was relieved she didn't break anything.
Excellent catch. Brake, B-R-A-K-E, is what you press to stop your car. Break, B-R-E-A-K, means to damage or shatter something. Same pronunciation, completely different meanings.
Then we had bye from our famous trio buy, and buy. Lisa said, by the way, when asking where to start shopping. By can mean next to, near, or it can introduce additional information like in this case.
Great point. And speaking of that trio, we can imagine them saying bye when they finish shopping, and they'll definitely buy some clothes. 3 words that sound identical but mean totally different things.
Now here's one that trips up so many learners. Than versus then. Emma said the new store's selection is much better than the old mall. Than is used for comparisons. This versus that.
Perfect example. If she had said then, it would be about time sequence. First this happens, then that happens. But here she's comparing 2 different malls.
And what about hot and hat? Emma mentioned it's so hot today when Lisa wanted to try on a hat. One describes temperature, the other is something you wear on your head.
I love how natural that was. And then we had fit. Lisa wanted a swimsuit that would fit me perfectly. This means the right size or to be suitable for someone.
Exactly. And she didn't want it too loose either. Here's that tricky pair, lose versus loose. Earlier, Lisa joked about being ready to lose the battle of shoe shopping, while loose describes clothing that's not tight-fitting.
Brilliant observation. Lose, L-O-S-E, means to not win or to misplace something. Loose, L-O-O-S-E, is the opposite of tight. Easy to confuse in writing, but context helps us understand.
And did you notice Emma talking about her poor feet? She said her feet are already starting to hurt. We're talking about the body parts she walks on, not about whether her shoes fit properly, though that's related.
Good connection. Both words came up naturally in the context of shoe shopping. And what about there when Emma mentioned their shoe section? This shows possession. The shoes belong to the store.
Right. We could have also heard, "There's the shoe section over there," pointing to a location, or "They're having a sale," meaning they are. Same sound, 3 different meanings.
The beauty of this conversation was how all these potentially confusing words appeared so naturally. Emma and Lisa weren't thinking about pronunciation. They were just having a normal chat.
Exactly. And that's the real world of English. These sound-alike words pop up everywhere in daily conversation. The key is using context to understand meaning.
Like when Lisa mentioned needing sun protection, we knew she was talking about a hat for her head, not complaining about hot weather, even though both topics were relevant.
Perfect example, context is everything. Even native speakers rely on the situation and surrounding words to understand meaning when sounds are identical.
Remember, everyone? Don't stress if you can't hear every difference yet. Focus on understanding the overall message, and your ear will develop naturally over time.
Absolutely right. Keep practicing, stay curious, and most importantly, don't be afraid to ask for clarification when you need it. That's how improvement happens.
Well said. These conversations show that English can be tricky, but it's also logical and predictable when you understand the context.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed this listening challenge and discovered how context can be your best friend when dealing with confusing words.
Remember, building your listening skills takes time. Don't worry if you don't catch every word. That's normal and part of learning.
The most important thing is that you challenged yourself today. Every time you listen actively like this, you're training your brain to recognize patterns and understand English more naturally.
And here's a fun homework idea for you. Try listening to English conversations around you, maybe in movies, TV shows, or even people talking in public places. See if you can spot any of these tricky word pairs we discussed today.
Great suggestion. You could also practice with friends or family. Create your own sentences using these confusing words and see if others can guess which word you're using based on context.
Before we go, we want to give a huge thank you to all our listeners. Your support means everything to us, and we love being part of your English learning journey.
If today's episode helped you, or if you have suggestions for future topics, please let us know. We read all your comments and messages, and they really inspire us to keep creating content for you.
And don't forget, consistency is key in language learning. Try to listen to English a little bit every day, whether it's our podcast, music, news, or conversations with friends.
Absolutely. Small daily steps lead to big improvements over time. You've got this.
So until our next episode, enjoy listening and have fun with your English adventure.
This has been Max and Mia, and we'll see you very soon with more exciting content. Take care, everyone.
Bye for now, and happy learning.
See you next time.